Hello everyone, Selene here. I finally made it. Yay! I'm gonna share this over to the creative group. I know it might take you guys a couple minutes to find me today because I'm off my normal time. Let me just zip over and share this. Maybe I won't share it. Oh, look, there's already people here. Hey, Janet. Thanks for stopping by. How's everybody doing? Let's see, share to a group. Okay. We have a private Facebook group, Creating with Selene. And hey, Jackie. Hey, Val. I'm so sorry that I'm a little bit late today. I ran into some technology problems and, you know, there's just nothing you can do. But it is retreat week, so I am getting ready to pack a trailer and tow it to Maine with a class. The goodie bag this time is a Fun Folds class. Bingo for 40 people. Stampin' bingo. I'm so excited. I have friends teaching classes. Joanne and Gina and Christine are all teaching private classes, and they get a goodie bag they get a class in their goodie bag, and then 5 pillow gifts each. And yeah, in Maine, Kennebunk. We are full to the brim right now, but there'll be another one in September. And actually, I'm looking at a midweek one in June. I am working with the venue to do a Monday through Thursday. It's the first time I've ever tried that. And I thought that maybe there'd be less people. I don't know. But either way, I think I would be excited to do a midweek one. And it's going to be in June. So the weather in Maine, and we're like 3/4 of a mile from the ocean. So you come out the property and you take a left-hand turn and you drive maybe half a mile, 3/4 of a mile, and you're at this big long area where you can park your car and go for a walk on the sidewalk or go down on the sand and go for a walk on the beach. And it's a religious retreat location. So there's a 1.3 walking mile trail there. I think I got that backwards, but whatever. So I'm very excited about the weekend and about getting everybody's gifts put together. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to show you, but I will. I just went and got snacks. Just a few snacks. So I'm packaging up one of their treats is going to be all snacks. I'm so crazy, but way fun. So today I thought the timing is important to tell you guys about the in colors. The 2022 in colors will be going out shortly, and it's a little earlier timeline than what we're used to. In about 15 days, I think it's 15 days, the demonstrator base, like people who have purchased a kit, so you might be a demonstrator even if you just bought a kit from your demonstrator, but the demonstrator base will be able to see the new catalog and the new in colors. And usually, if history serves me correctly, within hours, all of the old colors are no longer available. So they sell out in hours. And some of these I know were already on low inventory. I don't know if it's because some of the stuff that just came out coordinates so well or what the deal is, but these 5 in colors won't be available. So let's start there. And then I gotta show you something that I want to, we're definitely going to be on the fly today. I have this idea and I have no idea if it's going to work. So we'll go from there. Okay. So let's talk about the in colors first. So the 5 in colors that are going out, let's go through them one at a time. Isn't that paper dreamy? Oh, that's the Mother of Pearl Designer Series paper. So here we go. I'm gonna Since I flipped the camera now, I can't see your comments, so hang on one second. I'm looking at live chat, so hopefully I'll start to see the comments flying soon. Overview. Come on, ta-da. Jeez. All right, well, I can't see your comments as of right this second, but just keep talking to me. So the first color is Bumblebee. And actually, I want to pair that here with Cinnamon Cider because these two colors are like bread and butter. They really complement each other really good, and I never thought that I would need Cinnamon Cider until they came out with all of the gingerbread. I even have retreat bags that are in this color because it was just such a prominent color in the fall months. This color is the one that I'm going to miss the most, along with, I'm going to put these two together as well, although they all pretty much, they all pretty much coordinate with one another. The only one that I think stands out a bit is the magenta because it's so bright. These are more muted. So here's what I'm going to say. If you've already purchased the ink pad and you haven't gotten your re-inker, eventually your ink pad will need ink. And so if you want to protect your investment over time, I would recommend, I think these are $3.75 a piece, on your next Stampin' Up! Order, pick up the In Color re-inkers, and that will protect your investment. So even when I resell my ink pads, I usually do it in a BOGO, I always put the ink pad with the re-inker in a baggie. But I'm kind of waiting. Someday I hope we'll have a color refresh. So I don't want to sell off my ink pads just yet. So I have, even last year's, just in baggies with my re-inkers, so that I protect my investment. Because the ink pad's $7.50. And, you know, you can go to a big box craft store and buy an ink pad that's already dried out. How many people have done that? Dollar bin ink pads and they're already dry? Well, ours line up with a re-inker so that won't happen to you. So it's really important at this time of year for you to protect your investment. This is driving me bonkers. I can't see your comments. I'm going to go back and then get back into it and hope that I can see. Okay, I got you now. I can see you. Kind of crazy. Okay, so here's the 5 ink pads, and I'll put those off to the side. And then these are, of course, the packs of paper. And so you'd want to check and see, like, I have to say, I use this one the most, but I do love these other. This one is probably the one that I use the least. So in order of importance, I would probably go this way. So the blue is probably my most favorite. But I hope to see some of these colors in a color refresh coming up. Okay, so there's a whole bunch going on in Stampin' Up! Right now. There are a whole bunch of stamp sets that are on sale for 20% off and bundles. So this one I think is $45.95 right now. Celebrate Sunflowers. I don't know if you guys know, but the Ukrainian people use sunflowers all the time, and I've seen all kinds of cards this week to show solidarity and support for what's going on in Ukraine using this bundle, so I thought I'd pull this one out in particular. Let's slice some of this open. It's no good having paper in the package. We got to get in there and open it up. So I also pulled, since we were playing with In Colors, the In Color 20 to 22 designer paper. It comes as a 6x6 pack. And again, you get sheets of both colors in 4 different patterns. Oh, I love that gingham. It's so soft and pretty. And in particular, it does marry up to all the colors I've seen with the Ukraine cards. So I thought maybe we would go there. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Janice. Hey, Cheryl. Oh my gosh, yeah. And, you know, like, it's hard to buy snacks for a room of 42 because we have some people that are vegan. We have a couple of people that are gluten-free. So I wanted to make sure that I had a plethora of snacks. But I got to tell you, who wants to know a secret? Tell me if you If you don't want to know the secret, just block your ears right now because I'm about to tell you top secret information. I have decided the Saturday night party, I'm going to bring in the chocolate fountain. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right. So I'm rambling a little bit. I want to show you this thing I shared on Facebook this morning that totally rocked my socks. And I'm going to wait until I can see it in the, yeah, there we go, in the playback. It is the most beautiful picture. And the person who posted it said that this is what happens when a rainbow falls apart, that the rainbow is being diffused by scattered raindrops because there's clouds back there. And when I looked up what that phenomenon is, it came up on the internet as an iridescent cloud. Okay? So see if you can see where my brain is going with this. I was looking then at this paper last week, and I am really enamored with this paper. It is Mother of Pearl. So it's kind of got like that cloud thing going on already, right? Let me see if I can give you a good shot of it. Oh, it is just dreamy. And I've run it through my embossing machine, so you can emboss it with your cut and emboss. And I've already tried polished stone with it, and it worked beautifully. We did, a couple of weeks ago, we did a mouse balloon with it. But I thought, wouldn't this be a cool background for a card? So I'm just gonna push that stuff off to the side. There's so much going on. There's a brand new bundle and suite that I posted a tag yesterday online, and people were like, what's that from? And it's just because Stampin' Up! Is releasing stuff that's not even in the catalog right now. So I gotta eventually show you everything. But for now, I thought we would start with a 3 3/4 by 5 inch piece of this gorgeousness. So this Mother of Pearl, it has like a shiny finish to it. So that was 3 3/4, and then I'm gonna go 5. Okay. And I'm actually gonna grab one of my plastic sheets. I save designer paper like this, and then the backing that it comes in, so that if I'm ever doing something messy, I can put it down on my table and just throw it away when I'm done. So here's my messy board. This one, let's see, this one was from blue foil. Oh, and the blue foil is part of the stuff that's out, but I already went through a couple packs of it because of retreat. All right, so now I want to bring in that piece that's got my eye. You see where this is going? All right, so you guys tell me what colors you see. I definitely see some of our in colors. So like there's a bumblebee in here, and maybe a little bit of cinnamon, and maybe a little just jade. And there's Misty Moonlight all over. Oh, I think they're all in there. What do you guys think? Let me see. I'll bring them all in so you can tell me. So I'm watching for your comments. Which color do you think we should start with if we were gonna replicate this? Let's go. I'm not seeing you. I'm gonna go back and forth again. Comment. Haha, marvelous paper with blender brushes. Yeah, no, that probably could too. Absolutely. All right, I'm gonna bring in some cotton balls. Thank you to my husband who located them because I didn't know where they were. The last time I used cotton balls was probably for retreat too. We made a giant Q-tip for the only person that came to retreat that had to get swabbed. Let's see. Oh, hey, Chris from Australia. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us today. Or is it yesterday? You guys are ahead of us. All right, so I'm gonna start here, and I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm just kind of guessing here, but I soaked this, and I'm gonna go again. This is 91% rubbing alcohol, and then I'm gonna add some of this color. This is Bumblebee, and then I'm gonna add some cinnamon cider in there. I think I want all the colors on there, but I don't want it to get too muddy. So I think I'm gonna go a couple of times. Like I'm gonna go with one color and then I'm gonna come back and try again. So let's see what we get with this. So I'm going with this. Oh, you guys, it's off the camera. There you go. And I'm kind of trying to get the same effect. And there's some up there, and some over here, and some out there, and one behind the tree. You think that's about good? All right, and then I'm gonna pitch this. Woo! I'm gonna get high, because that's, woo, stinky, stinky. All right, and then I'm seeing some green swashes in there. So, the marvelous paper with blender brushes, yeah, that's a great idea. I don't have any of that marvelous paper left, believe it or not. Woo! All right, plenty of rubbing alcohol. Don't want to hit the cut with it. I took a fall on Thursday night on my front steps, and I was pretty banged up, so I have a open cut there. Nothing like a little rubbing alcohol in an open cut. Just wants to make sure that I know that it's there. I'm going to swipe a little because it looks like there's some swipes and a dab. I am just literally, ooh, I soaked the paper from the bottom a little. You can see it absorbing the rubbing alcohol. So that's probably a little too much. I should clean up my table a little bit. But here, let me get rid of that. Because I don't want to do that to the paper. I don't want to break down the fibers. It has this nice shiny glow stuff on it. So because of that, it reminds me of the stuff that we used to do polished stone with. I probably should have did the blue first because there's the most of that. And mine isn't as pretty as what God did, but hey, whoops. Almost forgot my alcohol. See, what if I just click on comments? My comments are behaving funny. Okay. Hey, from North Carolina. Hi, Polly. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday morning there. See, they're totally a day ahead of us. Good news is there, it's tomorrow, and we made it to tomorrow already. So, let's see, here we go. So, ooh, that came out real dark. Okay, so I'm gonna add some, but I'm gonna go around the border like this, and then I'm gonna see if I can do just a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a cotton ball to lighten it up a little. Wicked different. All right. Didn't quite come out the way I had it in my head. I really wanted it to look like that, but let's see what we can do. But that's why we call it on the fly. We never know how it's gonna go. So I am kind of, so I wet down a cotton ball, and this time I didn't put any ink on it at all. And now I'm kind of like making it less inky on the blue so that I can get like a little bit lighter. It looks lighter. Kind of a lift. Jeez, I'm gonna use a whole thing of cotton balls. So I just put more alcohol on that, and I'm gonna swipe a little to get that swipe in there. Because I see swipes and color bursts, and mine's way darker, isn't it? I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna stop there and put the covers on, because you know if I don't, what's gonna happen. So I used everything but the pink. Should I add a little bit of pink? You guys tell me it while I'm cleaning this mess up. Oh, that was the blue cover. Oops. Yep, all kinds of special. Here we go. Let me see. I'm looking for your comments again. It's so funny. Somebody's got an angry, oh, I should add some pink. Okay, I will. Thanks, Deborah. I love having you guys to kind of run things off of, because I think that sometimes my projects on this particular live every week, the on the fly, they come out better than if I had made them by myself, because you guys are like, no, you need to do this. All right, so here, a little bit more rubbing alcohol. And then, let's see, pink into the blue to make purple. Ooh, right? Well, I see, well, I'm just trying to go by like this picture. So I see some pink like here and up under here and up over there. So let's try it. We'll go like, and this pink is like a whopping pink. So hopefully it doesn't overtake it. I might have to pull some off again. All right. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll pull a little bit off once because wow, that's pink. Woo. All right. Yeah, I'm going to take some of that off because yo pink. But I do like that it is mixing a bit. It's got purples in there. Wow, okay, so we're making an Easter card. Oh, it is beautiful though. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of all of these and put the cover on the rubbing alcohol so I can stop breathing in the fumes. You know, it's a thing. All right, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to definitely move this off my table because, ew. But I want to put that on something because it's still a little bit wet. Here, 1 second. I'm going to grab a paper. So I'll just grab another scratch pad. Oh, and there's some alcohol on the table there. Okay. So here you go. What do you think? It's really beautiful. And I was thinking we have a die set that will make the leaves. So now that I mean, it's not dry yet. It's still damp, but it is definitely an awesome technique. And you get the mother of pearl in the background. So it's a shiny top. The ink is sitting on there just with the classic reinkers and the 91% alcohol. And now I can cut like a tree background to go on. This would be a great sympathy card. I could heat emboss some birds because I don't know if you can see it, but in the original photograph, there were birds in the distance. I just think it's such a cool idea. So I'll finish this card and we will show that in a second. And I just wanted to come back real quick and pull in this. So every Tuesday I'm on a design team with a bunch of other folks that make a card based on the catalog. So this was in the mini catalog on page 79, and someone from our group, one of the designers, chose that as the card this week. So of course, with it being retreat week, I haven't had time to sit down and just create for the fun of it. So I thought that we might do that next. So I need to make a card base. And of course, I'm going to use the in colors because we're going to be saying goodbye to them soon. And I just wanted to remind you to order your refills if you purchased in colors. Because in like another few days, you won't be able to get them at all. So the Stampin' Up! Paper cutter has been redesigned. Val was asking me last night about it. And the new one's only $25. It's a fantastic machine. There's a 5.5-inch line all the way down the side here. So I don't have to extend anything. And I can put it right on that line. And I know that my card is going to be 5.5. So pretty cool. And I'll get 2 out of that because I scored first. All right. So then the card in the book had a 4.25 by 5. Should we go white or, yeah, let's go white. That's fine. Yeah. So the measurement on the sketch challenge is 4.25 by 5. So let's do that. And of course, now I'm gonna put it at this end so I can see my ruler, and we'll go 5 by 4 1/4. It's sometimes nice to make a card with a sketch challenge because you can just relax and cut your paper and not have to think all that much. But actually, I'm me, so you know I have to overthink everything. But this goes edge to edge, 4 1/4, and it looks like I got a little something on there, so I'm gonna flip it over. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna cover parts of this. So it goes edge to edge with the card, and it cuts at 5, so you can just see a little piece of the blue. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna cut an insert for my card. Because it's on a darker color, I wanna make sure that if I write it out, that I have something to write on. So I'll do a piece that's 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. And that's just good to do while it's right here on the table. So there we go. So here's my thought process. I brought in that sunflower set to work with, and I wanted to do something with this designer paper and the Ukraine colors and the sunflowers. So how about if we take the designer paper, ooh, look at this. So this die cut, it does like double duty. That's interesting. I wonder if I cut this one out of this and this one out of this, we could have like a little bit of both. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna run over to the die cutter and I'm gonna do that. I know that I could bring the die cutter on camera, but it would take me way longer. So give me 1 second. Hang in with me. So I am still going by that, that sketch, in that I want the piece at the top to be a circle instead of a square. So just okay. So I ran those through my die cutter. I have the cut and emboss from Stampin' Up, and all the pieces are already falling out on me here. Let me see if I can show you here. Pink and blue and yellow, exactly. Oh, pink and blue and yellow, yeah. Is that the Ukraine colors? I thought it was blue and yellow. And I think it's beautiful. I need a die brush though. So sometimes if I have a die that I find is, the new ones are an adapter for the take your pick, but I have my old one handy right here. But if I have trouble getting a particular die out of the brush before I die cut, I will rub my die on a dryer sheet and then they just pop right out. But if I don't realize that that's going to happen, I use my brush. And like I said, the one that we have right now is on the end of the take your pick. I just have the old one. So, all right. If this is on a nice table and you're having trouble getting all the pieces out, my daughter goes, and then they all come out. So there you go. That's an Alexis technique. You heard it here first. So funny. It does make a mess, but it does get all of the pieces out of the die. My daughter is awesome. Totally cool. I love that she works for me, and I can't believe she's gonna be a senior in high school. So next year she'll be off. Well, she'll be here for one more year, and then she was talking about a school in New York. So I'm gonna like need a new assistant. So if anybody knows somebody that wants to do some die cutting for me, I'll need some time to adjust and get them trained. Oh, this is so pretty. I have to figure out which way, because I know they line up, but it is so pretty together. Okay, where's that sketch? So here we go. My blue, and then this. And then there's a cross piece. So this called for 2 pieces cut, and instead I put the sunflower there. So what about maybe a piece going across? I think it's the white that I'm not liking. I think I need another, oh, it's so pretty. I do, it's bugging me though. I do need to figure out which side. There's got to be something. Okay, so let's see. Let's do this together. There's a big V right here. So that's the one that I want to find. I'm going to see if I can find the big V. It's like it goes the other way. The big V. It looks like that almost, but that's not it. Okay. It's going to bug me. I'm just going to keep going round and around we go. Anybody have a tip on that for me? I'm going to scroll down here and see if I can find your comments again. Like I said, I love, oh, is that it? Nope. This is a steep V. Ah, there it is. Ta-da! Okay, so we found it. So there's a steep V in one spot. And then when you find that spot, don't let it move. So there's the V. And then I'm going to put a little adhesive on my blue piece. Ta-da. Oh, little bit. Just a little bit. Oh my gosh. It's like a flood. Now I have to find the spot again. There it is. So you find the deep V, and then you can find where your die cut sticks together. Wow, that's pretty. And that's just the In Color designer paper. My goodness. Maybe we should pick a coordinating color. You know, I like this one because it reminds me of, like, it's crosses. So let me grab my paper cutter, and we'll do another piece of paper. And instead of doing white back there like the sample, we'll do 4 1/4 by 5 designer paper. I think that'll spruce it up a little bit. The white was a little too white. I still have something for the white though. I want to put a sentiment there, so I want that cross section that comes across on the so I'm like, now what did I do? My table's getting messy, but I like this better, I think. Oh, that's so nice and soft and pretty. And there's my die cut. Wow, that's gorgeous. Okay, so you guys tell me, there's a 4 1/4 by 1 1/2 inch strip. Should I open up some bumblebee paper and put bumblebee across, or should we use a white strip? I'll wait for you guys to tell me. You guys vote and tell me what you want. And while you're doing that, I'll adhere this down. Woo, my glue is kind of happy today. That happens sometimes when the temperature changes out here. So if I go from hot to cold or cold to hot, my glue is very happy. It just comes flying out. So are we gonna do I'm waiting for you guys to tell me if we're gonna do a yellow strip or a white strip going across for that sketch. So my strip is gonna come across this way. And maybe I'm just not seeing your comments, so I'm gonna go back and come forward again. Pink. Ah. No, not pink. Oh, okay, bumblebee, white, bumblebee, bumblebee. All right, looks like bumblebee wins. Shoo, I was like, pink? I went out and came in and I was like, no, that can't be right. Okay. So we'll cut a bumblebee. Maybe I should do another pattern. Might be too much. Oh, why not? You only live once. How about that? We'll use the cross pattern again. And then we could do both. We could do a little bit of bumblebee, and then if I did the designer paper, and then we could do like a white. I don't know. I think no pattern. All right, I'm gonna do the just regular cardstock here. So we'll go 4 1/4 by 1 1/2, according to the sketch here. All right. And you know, I could even see, we could see if we like a border. So we'll go 4 1/4 and we'll put a tiny little white there. And you tell me if you like the white or not. This will be 1 1/2, and then we'll go over 1/8 of an inch. So this will make a tiny little white border, and we can try it both ways. All right. I feel like I have so much stuff on my table that I've got like this little tiny area to work. Okay, so here we go. So the bumblebee is going across, and I do have this tiny little white. So this is just a 1/16 of an inch border on both sides. Ooh, I kind of like it. All right, so let's go back to the stamp set when I can find it underneath all the rubble. How about this one? Because I was kind of starting with the Ukraine people in my head, and I do hope that they know how much they are loved. So let's do that. I'm gonna grab a block. And we will get it on there. I'm not using stickers, so I am trying to line up the no with the line on the block. So here we go. And I'll bring in the Misty Moonlight ink pad. And you know my computer timed out again, so I gotta go find your comments. Comments, comments, comments. Like the white showing just a little bit. Okay. Know that you are loved. Sorry that I'm not getting the comments as quick as I usually do. All right, so say a little prayer that I have it on there straight, because I'm just gonna go for it. Ta-da. Nope, I'm a tiny bit crooked. Try it again. That's better. And then we'll come back to the happy glue. And then what does it need? Winkastella. Gotta love it. Oh, I think I have some in color gems in my case over there, but they're all square, and we changed from square to round. So I think I'm gonna stick with the, I could do the iridescent gems, or maybe even pearls. Pearls would be fun for the inside of the sunflower. That's beautiful. Anybody feel like it needs a ribbon? I had, I pulled a couple of colors of ribbon before I started that match the in color outgoing ribbon. So let's bring in, how about some gingham? And this, I think I'm gonna leave it flat. Normally I'd put stuff up on dimensionals, but I kind of, with all the patterns, I don't think it needs it. It's very pretty on its own. And then I do want to slide the ribbon underneath once it's tied. So let's go that way. And ta-da. Thanks for hanging in with me and for all your comments. Oh, Yay, I'm in the right spot. I finally got the comments, like all of them. Bumblebee gingham, exactly. Ta-da. Oh, it's so good to see you earlier, Judy, online. It's fun when you go into a meeting and you find that your friend is there. Let's see. Okay, so I just want to check the inside of my card that I have no loop-de-loops before I make a bow. And then I'm gonna tie this off. Now I'm looking at I'm eyeballing my blends to see if I have the in color blends, because I would love to color some pearls to go on the inside of this to give it some depth. And then I think what I need to do is slip this under the die cut. So bear with me for a second. I need to get my nails done, and therefore I am all thumbs. My girl's gonna sneak me in tomorrow, now that I'm off the injury list. All right, let me see if I have, let's see. This is Light Night of Navy. I'm gonna go for it. So the blend that I have isn't the in color one, but we do sell them. I know that we have balmy blue. It's so pretty. Ugh. So this is the Light Night of Navy blend, and blends markers are alcohol based, and because of that you can color things that are a non-porous surface. So pearls, and I'm just gonna make a granny brooch, I think, in the middle of that sunflower, because it looks like it would be perfect for that. I have a friend that got married, and she had a whole bunch of brooches from her family, and she used them as her bridal bouquet. So she took a bunch of brooches and made them into a bouquet. Such a cool idea to, and it's such a personal thing, you know, instead of flowers. And my Take Your Pick is MIA. Let me grab another one. Gotta have 3 or 4 of these on hand at all times, just in case. Okay, so again, I used a Night of Navy one because that's what I had handy. I don't want to keep you waiting while I find the right color, but this is pretty darn close. It's the Light Night of Navy. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it the way I do stamping. I'm gonna do a few bigger ones and then fill in with the little ones, because I don't want to put all the big ones in last or I'll run out of space for the little ones. So now I can fill in with these guys. Whoops. Ta-da. Let my people go. It took my putty with it. Darn it. Here, let me see if I can stick it back. So really what you want on the end of the Take Your Pick tool is you want a nice, easy, you want it flat. You don't want to have a big ball of putty at the end. There's room for a big one in there. And we'll fill in with these little guys. See it coming together? Oh my gosh. Nothing like using them up. Here we go. Oh, so pretty. A little baby one right there. So the pearls do come in 3 sizes. The one that I grabbed only had 2, but that's a baby right there. Okay, so there's that, and then I want to put some Wink Estella, but I don't think I want to mess with it anymore. It is right there, really easy and simple and pretty. Here, let me get a little closer so you can see the detail on those pearls. Ah, gotta love the shine and the. And I like that I didn't use Wink of Stella on this, which is strange for me, but I like the matte against the shine from the middle, so it really takes that pearl brooch thing. Ugh. I got too fussy, see? Don't mess with it too much, Selene. But that's okay. That's what we do, right? Ah, so cool. All right, I'm gonna flip the camera one more time, take a look at your comments. In theory. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm loving that you love today's card, and it was 100% off the cuff. I wanted you to know about the 5 in colors that time's a ticking. If you don't have your refills, you might want to go get them because it won't be long before you won't be able to get them. So that's all of it for today. I am going to zip off and continue packing for this weekend. I love you all very much. And have a great week. I'll see you here next Tuesday at 3 o'clock, hopefully, if all goes well with technology. Thank you.